To schedule social media content using some of the most popular scheduling applications available, make sure you have accounts to any of these platforms. For this tutorial, we'll have Buffer, HootSuite, and CodeSchedule as our platforms. Let's start with Buffer. To start, log in to your Buffer account. Wait until the pop-up appears with the information fields needed to fill in to sign in. Sign up first if you don't have an account yet. Since we already have an account, we'll simply log in. When you are in the application's dashboard, you see the content, analytics, schedule, and settings on top. On the side, you have the integrated social media accounts you have to use for scheduling. Let's say I want to share about a recent post in Twitter and Facebook. Click Queue, then share the content something like this. Are you seriously planning to kill your blog? Do this instead. Add necessary hashtags. For example, hashtag social media, hashtag blogging. Then add the link of the post. Afterwards, click Add to Queue. If you want to set the scheduling times you want, go to Schedule. You'll see the posting schedule already set by Buffer. But you can adjust it depending on your needs. Make sure you set your time zone where you currently live. If you're curious about how your social media content performed, go to Analytics and see Potential. The numbers will determine if your post went well or not. If it reached thousands, it's great. Having hundreds is also good. If you want to post this again, you can click Rebuffer and it will be rescheduled to your profiles for posting. You can do this over and over again to drive traffic to your old posts. However, make sure you change your content or your post content to create curiosity to your audience, though you've already posted this several times. Our second example is HootSuite. If you don't want Buffer, you can check HootSuite too. It's free, but if you want to use more features, you can upgrade. Same with Buffer and the rest of the applications. Log into your HootSuite account. For our account, we'll use our Twitter profile as our login details. After logging in, you'll see the dashboard. For free accounts, you can only add until 3 social media profiles. But you can add more streams if you want of that profile, but not exceeding to 3 social media profiles. But if you want to add more, you can upgrade as much profiles you want. When you're at the dashboard, you see these streams, which are really useful to monitor the posts and interactions with your followers and your influencer at the same time. To schedule, you see the box on the top left side. Just place the cursor on the drop-down arrow and you'll see the integrated social media accounts. Click these profiles you want your post to be posted. Then, create social media content, same with what we did in Buffer. After, click Auto Schedule. That is, if you let HootSuite analyze the optimal social media performance based on your audience and your time zone. If not, you can click the calendar, toggle Auto Schedule to off, and schedule based from your desired date and time. Then click Schedule. Do the same process for the rest of the posts and profiles. If you want a clearer look on how your social media postings will look like, you can click Publisher, which is the paper plane icon beneath the comment icon on the left side. You'll see Drafts, Scheduled, Past Scheduled, and the rest. Whenever you schedule, you'll see a listed view of your posts. If you want more analysis to your social media engagements, you can click Analytics. If you're on a team, you can click Assignments. There are tons of features you can explore with this application, but for this video, I'll be teaching you the most basic and the most necessary for your social media needs. Third example and the last social media scheduling platform we'll do is CodeSchedule. Like the other social media scheduling platforms, have an account, and if you already did, log in to your account. To enjoy most of the features, you can install CodeSchedule plugin and connect your WordPress account to this application. Unfortunately, if you're not using WordPress for your site, simply log into the application in your browser's tab since CodeSchedule doesn't have the required features for installation. So let's see how CodeSchedule will fit your social media scheduling needs. Again, have an account, and if you already have, simply log in. When you log in, immediately you'll see the calendar, top posts, and settings on the red sidebar on the left. However, you'll see the top posts on the landing page first if you've been using CodeSchedule for some time now. For beginners, or if you haven't used CodeSchedule just yet, you can go to the calendar, click the calendar on the left right sidebar, and you'll see this. Since we've been using this application for some time now, you'll see the filled-in spaces. Usually, if it's your first time, you can see nothing but blanks. So you need to fill in every box just like an ordinary calendar or just like the way you do for a planner. To start scheduling, click this little pen icon and the date when you want to schedule a blog post, a social message, or a content, as these are the three options you have. And you'll see a pop-up on the screen just like this one. Then, click Social Message if you want to share a link of your most recent post from your site. Before doing so, if you have a team with you or hired a VA or virtual assistant, this application is great for that since it has a great function to assign someone for a task or series of tasks. We'll delve on that later on. So, you'll see a new social message pop-up box. Click the social media profiles you want to post and write the social media content just the same way we did in the previous scheduling platforms. Copy the link of the post and paste it in this section and wait until CodeSchedule identifies the link and detects the image used in the post as well as the preview sections. When all set, simply set the time and the color which constitutes the nature of the task to make it less confusing when looking at the calendar later on. In my calendar, I use yellow for the blog post, then add message. Do the same thing with the rest of the posts you have. As an editorial calendar, CodeSchedule also allows you to create a block content using the same application as well. To do that, click the little pen icon again and click Content. Create a title and click Continue. Afterwards, you'll see the options to attach the content where you wrote the blog post. It can be from your computer files, Google Docs, or Evernote for plain text content, or a video if it's a video content, or an image content if you have infographics with you. Just like the usual editorial calendar, you can schedule it on a certain date and time you want, and set the social message to set the social media posting in certain dates and times you want after it's published. Let's say you want to publish the content on May 27. You can set the rescheduling on custom dates you want after May 27. Let's say May 29, June 1, so on. Just like Buffer, you can also reschedule some of your top posts. Just go to the red sidebar again and click this signal icon below the calendar icon and click Share Posts. It will be automatically scheduled on that date you set for the post. If you're on a team like I said a while ago, you can assign it to anyone. Click the little pen icon on the top right side of the calendar or one on the date. See the pop-out box that comes out and see the task. Click that. You'll see the task details and below it are the persons on your team listed. Since we're doing it alone at the moment, I have my icon clicked. Click the color of the task. The color coding depends on the task, so better orient your team on that. In our case, we have yellow for blog posts. We'll set that to yellow. And when the person sees the yellow task, the person knows that the task is a blog post she needs to create, edit, or publish. It depends on the description of the task. After that, place the due date and add task. The same thing will be done for the note, which will contain your notes you want to say to your team and event as well. If you want to see your time zone, you can do that on the settings. Set the calendar according to your needs, just like the time zone, which is really important, your calendar color, number of weeks your calendar to be displayed, and the day when the calendar to start. I like to start with Sunday. You also have options to see weekends and social messages. If you want to disconnect or delete calendar, click this section. Aside from these, you can also set the social media profiles to integrate for your calendar. Add the team members, referral program with the link if you want to earn some commissions, integration for your Evernote, Bitly, Google Analytics tracking, Google Chrome or your browser's extension, custom analytics tracking, Google Calendar, and WordPress. If your site is in WordPress, you can simply enable settings from your WordPress site to connect the application. If it's enabled, You can simply log into your WordPress site and do your CodeSchedule activities there with no need to open another tab for this application. But if you're using Squarespace and others, you must log in to CodeSchedule in a new tab to post scheduled posts. That's all for the 3 social media scheduling platforms. If you have more questions about their features, simply leave your comments below.